I don't know why I keep dreaming of her. Lady Catherine Stanhope, that is. I can't say for certain when it started, but each night, the dreams are more vivid, more real. My name is Victoria Pembrook, and I live in a small, modern flat in London. I'm young, black, with hair that twists and coils like it has a mind of its own. But when I close my eyes at night, I am no longer Victoria. I am her. I slip into her skin, and I'm transported into a different time. 1872, to be exact. At first, I thought it was just the stress of daily life, the pressures of my job, and my struggle to find purpose in a world that always seems to be moving a little too fast. But now, I know it's something else. Something much darker. The world I enter isn't like anything I know. It's 1872, and London feels like a whole different planet. Cobblestone streets glisten with the flicker of gas lamps. Horse-drawn carriages clatter along narrow alleys, and the air smells of coal and flowers. The buildings are tall and narrow, with bricks worn from decades of stories I've come to know all too well. It's not just the sights and sounds that make it strange. It's the feeling, the sense that something is terribly wrong. I'm Lady Catherine Stanhope, and something dreadful is about to happen. I feel her life wrap around me like a suffocating shroud. Her world becomes mine, and each night I slip further into her existence. She's beautiful, aristocratic, with dark eyes that hide secrets and a fragile smile that belies the chaos swirling beneath the surface. I can almost feel her heartbeat in my chest, her fears pulsing through me like they're my own. But there's something I can't escape, something I can't ignore. A murder. Her murder. I can see it happening in fragments, like a broken mirror. The cold steel of the blade, the scream that cuts through the night, the blood, the horror. It's all happening to me, but it's happening to her. I don't know if I'm witnessing her death or if I'm becoming it. All I know is that with each dream, I get closer to her fate. The worst part, I'm not just a witness to her murder. I'm becoming a part of it. Her life, her memories, they're bleeding into mine, taking over. I'm slipping into her shoes, walking her path, and I'm afraid I'll never wake up. The more I uncover about her life, the more I realize it's not just the murder I need to worry about. Lady Catherine's world is filled with lies, betrayal, and people who will do anything to protect their own secrets. Her friends, her family, they're all suspects, all tangled in a web of deceit. And as the lines blur between my reality and hers, I start to question everything I thought I knew. Are the people around me in my real life trustworthy? Or have I become entangled in something far worse than a past I can't escape? Every night, I visit the grand ballrooms and the dark, smoky alleys of Victorian London. My heart races as I try to piece together her life, all while avoiding the looming presence of her killer. I'm obsessed now. I've researched every corner of her world, read every account, studied every detail, but it's never enough. Each time I think I've uncovered something important, something that might help me prevent her murder, I slip deeper into the nightmare. It's as if I'm walking through a fog, and the fog is closing in around me. Can I save her? Or am I destined to become her? The closer I get to the truth, the more I wonder if I'll ever escape her grip. It's as though we are one and the same now. Her death is mine to solve, and I can't help but feel the weight of her pain in my chest, the urgency of her unfinished life gnawing at me. As I lie in bed each night, struggling to separate myself from Lady Catherine's world, I feel myself slipping further into her world. The dreams grow more frequent, more intense. I wake up covered in sweat, unsure whether the screams I hear are mine or hers. The boundaries between our lives have blurred to the point where I'm not sure who I am anymore. In the dim light of my study, surrounded by books and clippings, I dig through the past, desperately trying to piece together Lady Catherine's life and the truth about her death. But the more I uncover, the more I realize that I am a part of something far greater than a simple mystery. This isn't just about solving a murder, it's about escaping a fate that seems to have already been sealed. And the worst part, the one thing I'm most afraid of, this might not just be a dream. It might be a warning, a call from the past to make things right. I have to solve this. Not just for Lady Catherine, but for myself. Because if I can't stop her death, I fear I might be next. Every night now feels like a tug-of-war between the world I know and the one I'm trapped in. As I lie in bed, I try to hold onto the fragments of my reality, the scent of the coffee in my kitchen, the hum of traffic outside my window, the familiar clutter of my flat. But as soon as my eyelids flutter shut, the world shifts, and I'm no longer Victoria Pembrook. I am Lady Catherine Stanhope. The transition is seamless, like slipping into a familiar dress. I wake up in her bed, the heavy velvet curtains casting shadows that feel suffocating, and I know exactly what's coming next. The ball. The opulent, glittering affair where everyone seems to be smiling, but none of them are who they claim to be. I can almost taste the wine, the music, the laughter that dances on the edge of a blade, sharp and sweet. I don't want to go. I don't want to relive the moments that will lead to my death. But something inside me drives me forward. There's a need to understand, to piece together the fractured clues that keep slipping through my fingers. In the midst of all the extravagance, the hidden truth lies beneath layers of lies and deceit, and I have to uncover it. Lady Catherine's world isn't just a faceless blur. It's filled with people, some who are genuine, some who are utterly false. Her family, her friends, they all carry masks, each one hiding secrets darker than the last. There's her husband, Lord Stanhope, whose cold demeanor and sharp eyes hide a man full of ambition. And then there's her brother, Edward, whose charm is as slippery as his promises. Each of them is a suspect, each one with a motive buried deep inside their well-manicured smiles. But the one I fear the most isn't her husband or her brother. No, it's someone far closer, someone who should have been her ally, but was instead the hand that delivered the fatal blow. I can feel it now, deep inside me. The knowledge that Lady Catherine trusted the wrong person, that she never saw it coming. And that is what drives me, what keeps me from tearing my hair out in frustration as I wake up each morning. I've started keeping a journal, writing down everything I can remember, everything I learn from the dreams. In the daylight hours, I search the records, the dusty newspapers of the time, anything that might offer a clue about her life. There are gaps, of course, missing pieces that refuse to fit, but I can feel the threads pulling together. The worst part is how much I'm changing. It's like Lady Catherine is bleeding into me, becoming a part of me, and it's becoming harder and harder to separate us. I start noticing little things, the way my hand moves, the tilt of my head when I speak, even the way I hold my breath when I'm about to make a decision. I am no longer just a witness to her life, I'm becoming her. And what if I don't want to become her anymore? What if I just want to wake up and live my life as Victoria, without the ghost of a murdered lady whispering in my ear, guiding my every step? But every time I try to let go, the dreams pull me back. I'm walking through Lady Catherine's world again, feeling the weight of her life pressing down on me. I see the faces in the crowd, their eyes trained on her, and I know deep down that one of them is her killer. But who? Who can I trust when everyone seems to be hiding something? One night, in the midst of a particularly vivid dream, something changes. I'm in the ballroom, surrounded by people, the music swirling around me, and then there it is. A whisper. It's not just a thought, it's a voice, low and insistent, coming from deep within me. You have to stop him. You have to find him before it's too late. The voice is unmistakable. It's not Lady Catherine's, but mine. My own voice, in a time that's not mine, calling out to me across the ages. It's as though I'm reaching out, trying to grab hold of something tangible, something I can trust. I know I'm close, but I can't quite see the end yet. The killer is out there, hiding in plain sight, and I'm the only one who can stop him. But with each step I take, I feel myself unraveling further. Lady Catherine's life is swallowing me whole, and I'm scared that one day, I won't be able to wake up at all. I keep telling myself that I'm doing this for justice, that if I can solve her murder, I'll finally be free.